Champions don't struggle with starting. Champions never struggle with starting. Their struggle, my friend, is with finishing. But if you are struggling with starting, it's because of the level you still are in. You're struggling to start. If you face a lot of challenge starting, then that, my friend, tells where you are. But I tell you one thing for sure, champions do not struggle to start. They have over time trained themselves to get into an automated system, an automatic system to start. They act before they even realize it. When the opportunity is in front of them, they already acted. Once the opportunity presents itself, they take a step. Already it is automated. I say champions do not struggle to start because in a race, every one of them are ready to start. Just the sign needs to be given. At the sound of the gun, they start, they move. Champions don't struggle with starting. But when you are a newbie, when you are an amateur, your struggle will be even with starting. Recognizing the sign, starting before the gun is even sounded. Starting too early or starting too late. But the pros, they do not struggle with starting. You know what they struggle with? They struggle with finishing. Because along the way, challenges begin to come. My message today is not on finishing. There'll be another one for that, but this is about starting. I want to speak to somebody today. I want to speak to you right there who still struggles with starting. It's high time you learned to overcome the struggles of starting. A lot of times people say, I have a dream, I have a goal, I have this thing I want to achieve. And my first question to them is, when do you plan to start? When will you start? A lot of people talk about deadlines, but few people ever have a start line. Champions have an automated start line within them. They stay ever prepared. A wise man once said, I never need to prepare because I always stay prepared. You must have within you a start line. When the idea drops, you get to work before you even think about it. You do not let paralytic analysis stop you. You do not allow yourself to analyze too much so that you get paralyzed. You take steps. When is your start line? When is the start line for that project? When is the start line for that business? It's one thing to have a good idea, but do you have a start line? When is the date? When will it happen? When do you intend to do it? These are the questions I ask folks. Yes, it is good to have a good idea, but when will you start? Anything you cannot attach a date to, a start date to, you are not committed to doing yet. There must be a start line. Draw the line, my friend. Draw the line. Let there be a fixed date. Any person who will succeed understands the place of having not just a deadline, but a start line. Anyone who has a deadline without a start line will never, ever have need for the deadline because you never started. A start line is the line you put there saying immediately this day, this time, this hour comes, I move, I get to results, I get to work. Doesn't matter how I feel, the start line propels you to action. What is your start line? What is the start line for that business? What is the start line for that research? What is the start line for you to begin to make that investment? What is your start line? What's the thing you see, which when you see it, you move? The investor understands the place and the importance of an entry criteria. You know when to enter. You don't think about the deadline, you're thinking about the start line. When should I start? What is my criteria? Which criterion must I use to get in? What is your start line? Do you have a start line, my friend? This may be the reason why you have not been able to do much, because you never have a start line. Successful people have a start line. They put a date, they announce it, they put it out there. When a house is being built, when a skyscraper is being built, there is a date for which they are to commence and a date when they are to finish. Today I speak to you about the commencement time, the commencement day and date and hour. Be specific. If you, my friend, want to see results and want to do much in life, you must be able to work with start lines. You push yourself. You stay in a ready state. That, my friend, is the importance of having a start line. Remember, as you do this consistently, habitually, you, my friend, will stay motivated.